Hello there, thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and what a fun vintage Led Zeppelin concert poster this is, right? Spring 1970 on the Led Zeppelin II tour. As a matter of fact, this was dead in the middle of the second and third albums. Led Zeppelin II had been released 6 months ago in October of 1969, and Led Zeppelin III would be released 6 months hence in October of 1970. So this is nicely right in the middle. And this was the final show of a month-long spring American tour in 70, cut one day short because Robert Plant's voice gave out and he collapsed from exhaustion. Zeppelin wouldn't hit the stage again for a couple of months, 2 full months after this date. Now, by today's standards, that's nothing. That's a breather, a cup of coffee. But, with Zeppelin's frenetic touring pace back then, that was considered a big gap. You have to remember, they toured the United States 4 times in 1969 alone. Just crazy. So, that means this adds up to their 5th overall American tour. And, Zeppelin never used a tour blank. And so you've got this really fun, wide variety of different concert posters created by different promoters and graphic artists around the country. It really makes the collecting part fun. And this is right about the point where the Zeppelin images really stepped into their concert advertising materials, sort of became de rigueur, if you will, for their concert posters. They appeared sporadically in '69, but more commonly used was the group's first publicity photo from Atlantic Records, a very familiar image. But by '70, Zeppelin airships were everywhere on their posters, adding to the fun. So from this year, 1970, I have previously blogged a couple of other Zeppelin concert posters from July in Germany and Seattle in September. Well, this is from the tour that immediately preceded those two, their spring American tour. Really fun, lovely poster here. I just love this thing. Isn't this nice? It's got all the colors of the rainbow, and it was designed by Ken Lyman, who goes uncredited on the poster. It's just, so 70s, right? I mean, you look at the elements to it. It's, designed during the first 3 months of the brand new decade, and I think it has like no leftover elements of the 60s. To my eye, it all just, sort of sings new decade. Especially that rainbow trim around there, that's very 70s. And the type fonts used, it's on paper stock, big photographic image with that blue sky for the entire poster. It just really feels really modern for the new decade. Measurements, 18 by 24 inches, plus or minus, on very thick paper stock. At the top, the poster does say, as I move it down for you there, Fayline Presents, and that of course being Barry Fay, the well-known concert promoter in the Midwest that was based in Denver. Then you've got that huge dirigible ship with the planet Earth and stars. I'm going to get the glare out of the way there, right there in the middle. Get even a little closer for you there. Really a nice, fun image. And then the writing begins with, there it is, get it for you, Arizona Coliseum. Well, officially that's the Arizona Veterans Memorial Coliseum, a 15,000-seater in Phoenix. But notice there's no need to put Phoenix on here. This was local advertising materials. 8:30 p.m. April 18th. No day of the week given, a bit unusual, but that was a Saturday night. And then just the words Led Zeppelin in between 2 more images of the planet Earth. Then you've got that logo down at the bottom that says Rainbow Jam. Perhaps that was a name of a Fayline concert series, not sure. So the show, was cut short, as I said, but most of it seemed to have happened. I think it seems like they got in, well, they did get in 8 songs, and some of them were quite extended, so maybe they got up to everything but the encore, not sure. They did get in Dazed and Confused, Heartbreaker, Moby Dick, and Whole Lotta Love. And then Jimmy Page, came out and told the audience, and I quote, "You've been a fantastic audience, but Robert's been very ill. And as he came off, he's just collapsed. We've called for a doctor. We'd really like to do more, but obviously it's impossible." Thanks, by the way, to LedZeppelin.com for that quote from Jimmy Page from the stage, probably cold from bootleg audience tapes, I assume. So the next night in Las Vegas just simply called off, canceled, and the tour was over. What did Page and Plant do? Well, I don't know what Bonham and Jones did, but Page and Plant took refuge in Brownie R, Wales to rest up. And that, of course, inspired the song on Led Zeppelin 3, Brownie R Stomp. But for here, we've got Phoenix, Arizona, spring of 1970, and a really pretty poster and a great timepiece for their early 70s tours. Love this one. Hope you did too. Thanks a lot for dropping by. We'll catch you on the flip-flop or something fun soon, and I look forward to it. Take care, and have a good day.